Jeremy here. The topic I covered in the previous video, running a large number of statistical tests to find a correlation, is called data mining. Data mining isn't always a bad thing because it can help you uncover information you never could have otherwise. But in this case, when I don't have one of those massive million observation data sets like some that are out there, I have to be very careful with it. So before I even look at the 2014 US Open women's final data, I use my prior knowledge of Wozniacki and Williams to brainstorm ways that Wozniacki could have strategized better. The first thing I noticed was Wozniacki playing way behind the baseline. So Williams would be standing up here, and Wozniacki would be all the way back here. This is something Wozniacki does a lot, the purpose being to keep the ball in play, run everything down, and eventually get her opponent to make errors. But even though Williams made 26 errors in this match to Wozniacki's 18, it didn't work out for Wozniacki in the end. So would Wozniacki have been better off staying closer to the baseline instead of giving up so much ground? It turns out she was 6% less successful when she hit the ball from behind the baseline than from on or inside it. On the baseline means any part of her body or racket was touching or straddling the baseline at contact. This result isn't statistically significant, but maybe there was something there? Well, when I control for the usual characteristics of the incoming ball, that is, short incoming ball, centered incoming ball, and defensive incoming ball, it turns out she was 5% more successful hitting from behind the baseline. So her problem wasn't playing from behind the baseline. There's another thing I noticed, though. Doing some research, I found a New York Times article from earlier in the tournament that talked about Wozniacki's down-the-line backhand. She beat Maria Sharapova in the round of 16 by hitting down-the-line backhands, especially in the third set. So Sharapova was leaning to her left, to her backhand side, expecting the ball to go cross court, but Wozniacki hit it down the line and made her pay. Now in the final against Williams, Wozniacki continued to use this tactic. She hit 37 of her 76 backhands down the line, where down the line means anything to Williams's forehand side. So there's no down the middle here. Everything's either classified as cross court or down the line. It turns out that with and without the control variables, Wozniacki was about 20% less successful going down the line than going cross court. So what worked against Sharapova didn't work against Williams. Given the Williams-Wozniacki match wasn't that close, going down the line less often would almost certainly have not been enough by itself for Wozniacki to win. But it may have won her a few extra points, which, coupled with the serve and return strategies I'll go over in the next video, may have changed the complexion of the match.